Diesel dog, dadgummit boy. Howdy everybody, Stone. I'm still mad at you. Oh, got up early to go meet you, young lad. Then you didn't even call, just sent me a text. Dadgum, they tearing everything up or what? You're out there in Oregon or Washington or something, ain't you? Lumber time of year, yeah, but they are tearing shit up. Oh. Alright, who else we got hiding out on here? A lot of transmissions, huh? Well, back when I started driving, they called me Grinder for a reason. Yellen, what's up? Yeah, get the hell out of Washington State. You need to watch all my videos a couple times. Stone on there that you just heard me busting his chops. He's a new driver, and he'll testify that some of my videos did not make sense until he got out here. So you're going to have the same experience. You need to make damn sure this is the lifestyle that you want, or that you think that you want. Evening, Rico. Hell, move anywhere except Washington, California, Oregon. Yeah, you know you deserve it. For those that don't know what's going on, me and Stone had a rendezvous put together, and he canceled out on me. Oh. And I could have rode over and went back to sleep that morning, but I got on up with busting ass to go meet him. Well, that's a good start, man. I'm teasing you about moving them out of them states. That ain't my area. I don't lead in the political way that they do. So that's my biggest gripe about that whole West Coast. But that ain't got a whole hell of a lot to do with your trucking. If you want to do trucking, like I said, I've got, I don't know how many trucking videos up, and they're all gospel. I don't sugarcoat or none of that. This is a very hard life. It takes a special breed of person to do this kind of work. You cannot even imagine what it's really like until you get out here. You said you was, what, 25, I think you said? If you think it's something that you want, yes, I would encourage you to get into it and try it. And give it a couple years, 2 or 3 years. You're young enough that if you don't like it, you can get out and get into something else. If you do like it, you're young enough that you could master the trade. Which I'll use Stone right there again for an example. Now, he's a little bit older than you. We've talked about it, and he has a plan, and he's going to give it like 5 years. And if it isn't looking to be what he thought it would be, then he's still young enough to get out and do something else. So, and as for a company, I'll just come out and tell you, I'm not into all the big mega companies. I do know one of my subscribers is with CFI. Another one has talked to him. CFI has got one of the pretty good deals to train you how to. Oh, I had chili tonight, people. Excuse me. But CFI is one of the better companies to train you and get you started. Yeah, they're not perfect. You'll find something wrong with them. We live in an unperfect world. So there you go, bro. Hope that helps you. And Stone's going back through them now. He had watched them all. It took him over a year to decide what he was going to do and who with. And he had watched them all, and he told me just a couple weeks back that he's now going back and watching them again. And now he's picking out different stuff in there that he had missed or didn't make sense. So it's just one of them deals. And thank you for subscribing. Don't mind Stone, we all overlook him. Anthony, what's going on, bro? Dude, I had a damn good day. My butt got sore. I don't know why. As many miles as I've driven. Old tailbone bothering me a little bit. I'm sitting over here in Baton Rouge. I'm waiting on JJ to come on so I can tell him I'm over here next door to him. I didn't think I'd make it this far. The last drop that I had, they closed at 5 o'clock. I couldn't get there till 6 o'clock. And I was asking him about parking up there for tonight. He said, oh, hell, come on in. I'll unload you. The dude was sitting there waiting on me at 6 o'clock, unloaded me, so I bounced on over here. Well, you can't beat that with a stick. Oh, yeah, it's life, man. They ain't all going to be good. It's a universe of opposites. So where you got good, you got to have bad. But I've had some pretty bad days here lately. So maybe I'm due for a few good ones. What do you think? And when you're watching them, Dylan, if you've got a question, just ask the question in the comments on that video, and it'll pop up and tell me that you asked a question or that you made a comment. And now I might not answer you instantly, but I'll answer you within a day, usually that same day. But sometimes this is trucking, and we get a little bit preoccupied, and maybe I'm not in the right attitude to answer you properly, so I might put it off. But you'll get an answer usually within a day. Periodically it takes 2 or 3. But now you also have to understand, I don't sugarcoat. So now you go asking a question, you better be ready for the truth. JJ, I just talked about you. I'm over here by you, dude. I just parked up over here at the Truck Pro that I always go to. I'll be kicking it off early in the morning. I know it's too late tonight to come visit. How early you get up of the morning? Oh. And no, I couldn't forewarn you where I kicked off in, what was the name of that boat? Boyster? About 70 miles east of here, 80 miles east of here. Broussard, B-R-O-U-S-S-A-R-D. However the hell you pronounce that. But I wasn't supposed to kick that off till in the morning, and oh boy, he hung around and kicked it off tonight. So I've got a good jump start on tomorrow. But what time you get up, JJ? Talk to me. Oh, and I'm going to be going east. I'm going over to another one. How come y'all can't put these damn names where I can pronounce them? Arabi, Arabi is where I'm going. So, well, where you live, you might not like some of my honesty. Damn, till 10. Shit, I'll be long past you by then. But I think you live east of here, and I'll be trucking east. I wish I could sleep till 10. Well, I do, 10 at night, if I take a nap at home. What y'all want to talk about now? Don't leave it all up to me. I'll tell you something I'll talk to you about. And some of y'all that are dedicated to my channel, you remember my son went over to the Philippines and he did some videos for us. He did one in the Filipino grocery store. Him and his girlfriend. Sean, what's up? Sean's gonna go bust old boy's chops for me. So anyway, Little Joe did this video over there in the Philippines of a Filipino store. I found it quite interesting myself. And, you know, we've got it on the channel here somewhere. So, today some old boy comes on there and calls him a racist. You're a racist. Then he did a second comment. Die, motherfucker. I bit my tongue. I'm letting Little Joe deal with it. But I guarantee you, I want to tell the fella a thing or three. Randy, what's going on? Grandma's good. I stopped and had lunch with her today. She met me on the side of the road down there at a white spot we got. Brought me some clothes and some food and whatnot. You know, I stayed out over the weekend. I don't carry all the stuff I used to. So we kicked back and spent my 30-minute break together, and then she went shopping and I went to work. I had to go to work to pay for her shopping. Actually, that ain't true. Grandma really don't like shopping. She's one of the few. Well, that's what I thought, Anthony. And that's what I'm saying. If some of y'all would go over there and correct that individual's attitude, I'm sure it's a troll. Little Joe went and checked out his site, or his, whatever you call it, his profile, whatever. And he said there's really nothing there. And I told him, son, it's probably a troll. But see, for me, when I started this and I got them trolls, y'all already know by now, I can get a little bit snappy. And Little Joe's telling me, Daddy, you can't do that. Pop, you can't go off on these people. I said, why can't I? It's my channel. So he made me behave. Well, now he's getting the trolls biting at him. So, a little bit of goose and gander there. Bursard, okay, that's the one of, what's the other one? That Arab, A-R-A-B-I. And I'm thinking it's over there pretty close to Nolans, ain't it? GPS says it's 77 miles from here. Oh, I'm doing fine, Sean. I hope you have a good evening at work, man. Oh. Well, that's what I thought, Arab. Right? Well, my son's fiance went on there and she gave Joe an attaboy, which half-ass corrected the other guy. She's a sweet little thing. She can't jump up there like some of us and tell him what way the rabbit was skinned. No. And little Joe getting all hyped up. He's going to have his Masters this December. He's trying to wrap up all of his goodies. Get everything nip and bud. I was going to go watch him walk across the stage, but he told me he ain't going to do that. He was, and he's changing his mind. I'm like, why, son? He said, Dad, we're going to sit out in the middle of a field in the damn sun, or cold, whatever it is in December. And he said, sit there forever and pay $200+ for a tux or a graduation gown stuff, which I was going to pay for. He says, we do that so that we can stand up and be acknowledged for 30 seconds. He said, they ain't even letting us walk across the stage. I'm like, your call, buddy. Ma Bell! He finally got out of the damn pub. There you go. I tell you what, Bob, I was talking to an old boy out there wanting to hire me on as an instructor at a school. And I was considering it. But it wasn't all bad. And they're training of a night. And I said, what do y'all do during the summer? He said, well, we'll teach you, we'll show you what shoes to buy. He says, we've literally had the shoes melt off of students and instructors. I'm like, sound like night course to me. Well, that's how I am, JJ. I've been known to go off. Say what? Years ago I did. I am much better on holding a civil tongue anymore. There was a day I wasn't so good at it. Y'all go over there and give him whiteboard, just watch your language, please. His bad language is bad enough. I was going to delete the messages and block him, but oh, Lordy. And this is one busy little street over here. I knew it was busy back there by the highway, but after a while, when this street calms down, I'm going to do some illegal stuff, and y'all can't be watching. If I'm even on the air then. Their gate is over there. Now, I was parked over there where I had a straight shot into it, but I was blocking a fire hydrant. So I came down and swung around. It looked like I'd be able to make that turn in there, but I ain't going to be able to. So after a while, I'm going to back up, go out the other drive, go the wrong way on this one-way street, and park on this side of that wide driveway. Then I can make that turn into there. But I got to wait on all this traffic to go away. And yes, I'll do it. Well, it's over there by New Orleans, ain't it? If it is, I'll be going right by you. I think you live east of here. Hell no, I don't walk. I'm going to drive. Trucking's costing me my patience. Oh. Don't mind me. I pay attention to what's around me. And the videos about safety, remember I told you always be aware of your surroundings and all that stuff. This looks to be a real good part of town, but I still keep an eye out. If I see any kind of movement or vehicles in them mirrors, I'm looking. Can't help it. And this intersection they got here is kind of weird. Stone, where you going? And don't tell me it's top secret. I don't want to hear it. Where you at and where you going? You enjoy your days off? How'd that birthday party go? I ain't got a clue what in the world you just said there. Was there a little fuel stop or something by you? Are you a truck driver? Do you know what a good stopping place is for a truck? Being your home all the time, I assume not. But we all know about assuming. Well, dadgummit. Is there any truck stops by you? It's been like that forever, Anthony. Back in the 80s when all the little gangs started. We had a friend that lived out there in Phoenix by Bob. And we went out there to visit them, and the gangs were getting bad then. Ah, okay. Well, let me back up and see what that said. I want a shadow wolf wash your ass hat. Call me an old hillbilly, I don't get it. Want some new meds that are tearing my stomach up. And don't bother to ask me what they are, I ain't got a clue. Doctor prescribes them and grandma makes me take them. Ah, okay. Oh, you're still off? I'm wondering. But did they get the truck fixed? Yeah. Back in the day, I was known to run pretty damn hard, not get a chance to shower. But also back in the day, some of them showers were pretty nasty. Some of them you just need to get a shower just from walking by those showers. Randall, what's up, buddy? Yes, I'll be taking 10 across. I'll be taking 12 over to 10. I think. Let me look and see what this. Let's see. I-10, 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 I-10. I'd say I'm taking I-10 across. I thought I was taking I-12. Evidently not. Evidently not. And in this day and age, hell, it ain't nothing to have a 3 or 4 hour wait to get a shower. That's why you got to know when to hit them rascals. Like about 4 o'clock in the morning. Huh. On I-10, let's see here. Let me see if I find it then. Points of interest, my route, truck stops. Well, it sure ain't showing that. About 20 miles from where I am or from where I'm going. Got a pilot at LaPlace. LaPlace Travel Center. Then the Mardi Gras and then the Palms. It ain't showing it, brother. And I can't check on my phone. Do you know what exit that is? What exit number that is? But hell, you said you don't get up till 10 o'clock. All right, Bob, be careful, man. Boy, you just got all kinds of stuff going on. Well, it depends upon what ones you hit and when you hit them. Exit 182. Exit 209. Let me back up here. Oh, there goes the gut hurt again.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
19 miles from me right now. That's downtown. Oops. Hell, it's got me running that Louisiana 22. Let's see if it will show me a right there. Alright, then I'll take that one out. Don't mind me.
Passing to the highlighted route.
Now it says 28 miles. Now, are you gonna get up and meet me? Or are you gonna stand me up like Rolling Stone did? Oh, goodness. What else we got on here? Get on here and holler howdy. Yeah, I've got it. I don't know if it's a Chevron, but I got it. 28 miles running the back roads, it was 19. But now it's telling me go, well, that was taking me to downtown, but still. But yeah, if you're gonna get up and come meet me, I'll give it a shot. If you pull a stone on me, I'm gonna be busting your chops next time I'm live. Just like I keep busting his. Bad truck driver, no slack adjusters for you. Oh goodness, won't be long, I'll be going to bed. I don't know what time these folks open, so it should be by 9 o'clock. If they come in early here, it might be earlier than that. Message me your phone number. Well, how'd you give me your phone number last time? Is it in a text or a message? And I have to see if I can find it. But if you want to be up there about 9 o'clock, if I get out of here early, I'll wait on you until 9, a couple minutes after, vice versa if you're willing to go up there. Of course, who knows what this traffic's going to be like over here getting out of this place tomorrow. What's up, Joe? Josiah? Hell, I can't pronounce it. I'm just going to call you Joe. What's up, Joe? Alright. Hans, what's up, dude? I have a friend of mine named Hans. He's from Germany. Well, he lives in Germany. I'm trying to remember what his last name is. I remember he told me it means the river. Uh-huh. Yeah, Hans is a German name. Alright, JJ, I'll give that a whirl. I will check the messages tonight. I can't check them while I'm on live stream. It'll hang up on you, then everybody will leave. Some of y'all need to hit that like button for me. For those that don't know, there is a Facebook group for this. Simple Living with Papa Joe. It's on Facebook. If you go to the About page on either the YouTube or the Facebook, you'll find the Patreon page. That's where you can help support the channel if you want. I would appreciate it. It gives you links to Patreon, Facebook. All three of them have links linking you back and forth. There's also a place for t-shirts, my email address. What else did Little Joe put on there? Anybody know? But go to the About page and scroll to the bottom and you'll find links to all the stuff the son thought was important. Oh, the Bible study group, that's on there. I forget what else. Go with Schneider. Schneider's got a pretty good name, actually. Now, there's those of us that bust their chops. They used to be big old orange trucks, and we called them pumpkin. But I have, in my years, talked to several of their older drivers that have been around a while, and Schneider seemed like a pretty good company. I don't want to go with them, but that's my reasons. It's AT&T, but I'm sitting right here in town too. Technically, no, you're not supposed to have beer in your truck. So you take that as you want. I've known people that have drunk in their truck. I've been known to drink a beer in my truck. It's my truck. Remember, you have to have 8 hours sleep after having a beer or two. I do not suggest drinking in your truck. I don't suggest it at all. There are a few truck stops around the country that has a bar or tavern with them. So, but technically, no, you ain't supposed to have any alcohol beverages in your truck, even during your off hours. And if you drink a beer, you're supposed to wait 8 hours before you move that truck. A minimum of 8 hours. Don't worry, I can move. But it sounds like you're excited. That's a good thing. Let me give you a little bit of advice here as you're starting out, which I'm known to do. Make sure that your trainer is actually teaching you stuff. Don't go out there and your trainer be doing all the backing up or doing all the Qualcomm stuff and all that, You need to be doing it. You need to learn how to maneuver that truck. You need to learn how to back that truck up. You need to learn how to talk to shippers and receivers. You need to understand that Qualcomm. You need to understand the paperwork. Pre-trip is very important, and a lot of them just basically let you kick the tires and take off. You need to make sure you're being trained. By all means, get on here when you see us doing a live stream, or leave a message on something, or go to Facebook and send me a message, but make sure you're getting trained. Oh me, oh my. So that's the Papa Joe spiel for the night. I got one young driver out here. He's out of Arkansas. He couldn't get trained worth a damn. They kept using him as a co-driver. Once they seen that he could drive, that's all they did was hammer him. Yeah, Dylan's getting ready to go do his deal. The road's starting to slow down, but not enough. Hey, if you see a grumpy old man like me out there, get out of the way. Well, Hans, if you like to party, this ain't the job for you. No. I know one guy used to have a drinking problem, and he started driving a truck. He learned to quit drinking. He hardly even drinks on his time off now. Used to be when he'd go home, he'd have a few just because he could. And after a while, you just kind of get away from it. Thank you, Anthony. I do get grumpy, though. Man, there's too many to list, Dylan. I missed some. What do you mean, thanks for the sub? Yes, Mike, you need coffee right before you go to bed. The worst thing out here anymore is the traffic with the big trucks. We have so many wannabe truck drivers out here in these trucks that have no common courtesy for their fellow drivers. I was just dealing with some today. No trucks allowed in the left lane, and they're hanging out in the middle lane, and we're trying to get around them where grandma and grandpa's in the slow lane, and they just create a big cluster. And you go by them and shake your head, and they're looking at you like, what? Get your ass in the slow lane. You know, let the damn traffic. And that's something that bugs me about the cops. Cops are all out there looking for that big speeding ticket so they can get the big bucks. Well, why don't you enforce the original rules? Slower traffic, stay right. And I don't care if it's a car or a truck. If they're in that second or third lane and they're creating a hazard, you need to be stopping them and busting them. But there ain't no money in that, so they don't do that. They wait on that Mustang to come flying by at 12 miles an hour over the speed limit. Then they'll hold back, and then they'll gas on and get their adrenaline rush while they run 100 miles an hour to catch a car that they could have caught. Don't get me started. The lack of courtesy out here, the disobedience of any of the real road rules, the basic rules. That's the worst thing about being out here. Then you get people like Stone. He won't get out of that hammer lane either. I'm unloading. I only got like 3 pallets on for them. It won't take me but a few minutes once they open up. And if I wasn't on my phone, I would I'd do a Google on them and see what time they open in the morning. And no, I ain't gonna get out and go read on their door. Yeah, well, I have it. As you get watching my videos, you will hear me tell you that your biggest job out here is to be able to predict stupid. And once you're out here and you start driving, you'll understand what I mean. 7:30? Well, good. Then I should be out of here by 8. I should be over there 8:30, 9 o'clock, depending upon the traffic. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Another fun and exciting Monday. Today went pretty good though. I knocked out some pretty good miles. I did, roughly speaking, 550 miles, and I did 6 drops. I've been a working feller. Robbie T, what's up? Me too, Dylan, thank you. Good thing, Hans. Out here you're gonna find out that a party is just getting away from a dock after sitting there 4 hours. You think you're partying. And all you guys that's thinking about getting into trucking, share my YouTube channel with everybody. When you get into class, share with your classmates. Share with all your new friends. Folks, I'm about to get off here and call it a night. I did decide I'd get on for a few minutes. I didn't know if I was going to make a video or what. Alright. Very good, Hans. Good vibes. You have a pleasant evening. Well, that's where I had, alright, JJ, I'll check in a few minutes. When I first started doing some of this stuff, I tried doing a couple of them while I was driving, and no, I wasn't worried about looking at myself. Uh-huh. But I just didn't like it. It's too easy for them to bust you for distracted driving and other stuff. If you're trying to make a YouTube and you're in any kind of an accident, I guarantee you the lawyer's going to lay it all on your back. Now, the other day when I did that wreck, that's a whole different ballgame. I was parked for the beginning of that accident. And then this is the mount that my phone's on. It's not my phone mount, it's for my tablet. And that's what I shot that on with my tablet. And it's fixed in that one position. Actually, it's fixed where it's facing me from where I do my videos. But I reversed that camera and it's just staring right there. So as I eased by the accident, that's what y'all seen. And I didn't have to have hands on it or nothing. Then once I got past everything, I reached up and hit the stop button. But no, I don't do videos while I'm driving. I did do some of the snow pictures here a little while. What was that, 2 years ago, I guess, when I was out there driving in the mountains in the snow. But once again, the tablet was in that mount, it was turned on, and I didn't have pull with it. It didn't distract me. And also for you new drivers, I'm going to give you a heads up. There's another rookie driver out here, and yes, he's a rookie. The Red Velvet Trucker. Actually, it's Red Viking. I call him Red Velvet. He likes to charge you new guys to call him and get his great advice. He will counsel you for a fee. Don't fall victim to his scams. He ain't got a clue about trucking. He's only been trucking like 2 years. He was running North Carolina to Atlanta back and forth till a couple months ago. Don't go paying the Red Velvet Trucker any money for counseling. I'll counsel you and you can pay me. That'll work. You owe me $20 for tonight, each one of you. I'm sure, I know, checks in the mail. Oh, my ears need to pop. I don't know what the deal is. If Grandma was here, she'd pop them both. Night, Stone. Be careful. I keep threatening to get off. I ain't done it yet. Paul, what's going on? Is that why you've been hiding from me? You thought I'd get a big grumpy part? Night, Randall. Appreciate y'all stopping in. Bob been doing your job and telling them to hit the like button. Well, only if they want to learn. That's the problem with the trucking industry, or one of the problems, is we've got too many of them that are so full of themselves. Right? That's where I'm at, Robbie T. I'm parked in the fuel island. While I'm showering, I'm waiting on my shower too. Christina, what's up? That all depends upon what you're wanting to do. Yeah. Well, my mama ain't doing good. Lost a couple of friends here real recently. Yeah, last week or two's been pretty rough. That's why you ain't seen a lot of live streams or videos. What is he wanting to do, Christina? Does he already have his CDLs? Tell you what, this road here, it went from super busy to barely crawling now. Alright folks, I'm about ready to call it a night. He likes to be on the road. What kind of experience he got? Where do y'all live? There's all kinds of things. Bree, what's on? You barely called me. I keep threatening to get off, so you just barely slid in here. No, I didn't hear about that. She just went on hospice, buddy. They put her on hospice today. So, and who knows how long that'll drag out. And you know, and I ain't trying to say that in a mean way. People have been on that literally for years. Then some of them, they get on it, it's like it's a death sentence to them. Good night, Paul. Well, when you find out, let me know. Well, she's 81 years old, buddy. Overall, she's lived a pretty good life. And she's tired and she's really ready to go. And you know, even despite all of that, it's still, we ain't super tight, but she's still mama. So, and even with everything, even with her being ready, my dad was ready to go and it wasn't easy. Well, it won't be easy with her either. But unfortunately, death is part of life. And it's the only thing that the good Lord has guaranteed us. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, JJ. 3 years. Exactly. Oh, I've been out here pushing 30 years. I got over 25 years out here. That's 30 years too many. All right, Reed, take it easy, brother. God bless. TMB, what's going on, brother? That is sad, bro. Sorry for your loss. Trucker Eric, what's going on? You're too damn young to be driving a truck if you're 16. Get your ass out of your daddy's truck. What's going on there, Goose? Trucking Montana. Been there, done that. If the wind ain't blowing, then the snow's a falling. I was watching one of them trucker videos the other day. One of them dumbest truckers or whatever it was. And they were showing Montana or something. I was teasing you about you saying 16, dude. I knew what you meant. You got 16 years in trucking. I was just poking at you. I think it was Montana or Wyoming. They started the video out showing one of their state trooper cars there, and here's a big truck coming at them. And the subtitle that's scrolling across there is, Montana asks you to observe the high wind warnings. And as that truck got up there by that state trooper, wind blew it over, fell right on that state trooper's truck. Well, that's cool. Congratulations. Now, who are you going with? Oh, not me. Too damn cool. You just couldn't resist, could you, Bob? I know that damn thing keeps blowing on my wrist. Schneider. I can't badmouth Schneider a whole lot, other than they got slow trucks. Now that one the other day, Sunday, that came bobtailing flying up into that accident scene, that was a pain. Yeah, Schneider's got a lot of different little programs for you. And they tell me the pay's pretty decent. And they're supposed to have a pretty good, they did have a pretty good benefit package. After all the Obama insurance shit, who knows what they got for insurance. But yeah, if you've got longevity with Schneider, it could be a decent retirement company. Actually, that ain't all bad. I couldn't tell you. I don't know Carolina Cargo. Where do y'all live, Christina? Oh, Swift sucks. Don't even consider Swift. Just mark them off your list, dude. And that's from me knowing people that know people. That would be the worst choice you ever made in your trucking career. If you don't go with Schneider, I would consider CFI. They're going through some changes for the better from what I'm hearing. And they've got a real good program for you new drivers. And if you make sure that you are being trained right, they do have some decent trainers. You live in Vegas? Best in class? Yeah, that ain't the terminology I would use. How much experience has he got, Christina? That's bad when my subscribers that don't even drive tell you Swift sucks. That's what I'm saying, Bob. Only they're not orange anymore. We used to have fun picking on them by them damn orange pumpkins. Uh-huh. You're right. Kind of like JB and their yellow ones. You could always, and they was mostly cab overs that you'll see back when I picture all that stuff. Orange and yellow cab over, and Walmart was cab overs for the longest time. You could always tell those three resale trucks. Uh-huh. Rando, what's up? Gunmetal gray, huh? Good night, Randall. Yeah. So how much experience does he have? Still watching traffic, don't mind me, it's picked up again. And when I mean picked up, they are speeding. Right? It's getting hard to find them old long-nosed Peter cars and the old W9s. They're dinosaurs. No, I wouldn't be an owner-operator anymore. I was back in the day. Not no more. If you're owner-operator, you got to be married to that truck. Literally. Would I recommend taking the leak? Yeah, if you don't, your eyeballs float. No, I was talking about having to go back out here and go the wrong way for about 3 truck lengths to come back in this other driveway to get set up to go in that gate over there. That's what I was talking about. And it ain't a big deal. The 680. We're driving these new plastic Peter cars. Now, I'll be trained of mine in here in another 100,000 miles. I got 391 on it now. And they're going to run it up to like 490, 495. That'll be damn near a year for the way I drive. Then I'm going to have to get one with that collision avoidance nonsense and the lane departure, and I tried that for a couple months in a brand new truck he gave me. They didn't want to let me out of that new truck, and I told them I quit. So they gave me this one. Told me he had drivers quitting for a lot of reasons, but not for giving them a brand new truck. I said, hell, if I wanted to drive a video game, I'd go buy a Nintendo set. I don't like all that nonsense going on. But now I'm finding out that somewhere you can turn it down. There's a volume for them in the truck where the driver can turn them down. I'll have to figure that out when I get one. I don't care if the lane departure's on as long as the volume's down. But that nonsense out front that just slams the brakes on for you, I ain't liking that idea at all, especially in the wintertime. Wife was riding with me in it. We was out west, heading northwest. For no reason, it just all but locked them up. Right? Gonna try to quit what? Smoking or trucking? Hell, I'd like to quit both of them. Yeah, me and Grandma are talking about quitting the smoking. Right. And I was riding with the cruise on. Now, if you're coming up behind the truck, now something else that aggravated me. I'm just cruising right along, and I look down, and I'm doing 63. I'm like, what the hell? Cruise was set on 70. It started pacing the truck in front of me. It gradually slowed me down and started pacing that truck, and I didn't even know it. I'm like, what? I don't know. I like the way you said that, try quitting, because I have tried to quit him twice and he wouldn't let me. I just ain't into this modern computerized trucking. That's my problem. Oh, when it slammed them brakes on, the wife, she looked at me and she said, "You do that?" And I said, "No." "You mean the truck did that?" And I said, "Yeah, on its own." She said, "Damn good thing we weren't on ice." And I said, "Well, yeah, but I wouldn't have had to cruise on it if I was on ice." Then they tell me if the ice and stuff builds up out there on that thing, that becomes a problem. Luckily, I run Texas, Oklahoma. We don't get a whole lot of ice or snow. Well, that's pretty much what he said, JJ. Which, crying shame, the way he put it, he said, you can go out and find your shippers and receivers and bring the truck back not harmed. Hell, I thought everybody's supposed to be able to do that. I thought that was the name of the game. Oh, goodness. Well, dadgum, folks, we've been on here over an hour. It's after 10 o'clock. I better call Grandma or I might be finding myself divorced. You ain't supposed to use it cruising in heavy traffic. You ain't supposed to use it in the city or in inclement weather. You know, it's got its place. Then it's got the places it shouldn't be. But folks, I'm going to get off here. I sure did enjoy tonight. Appreciate y'all stopping in. Go order a t-shirt. Go to the About page, scroll to the bottom, and find the t-shirts. Go order a t-shirt and help support the channel. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good evening. I'm calling Grandma. Bye.